Hey, everybody, welcome to That Expert Show, where you help run the show. I'm Anna Canzano. Thanks so much for being with us today. We're talking today about Instagram success. It's basically a mystery to me. Maybe it's not to you, but all the metrics show that Instagram is the social media platform that you really need to be on if you're a small business, an entrepreneur, or have some kind of brand of any type. But I'll be honest with you, it's been a struggle for me to kind of figure out what is, the trick to growing your followers and expanding your reach and increasing engagement. So we have a terrific guest lined up today. She's a social media strategist and the founder of one of the world's largest online communities at Classy Women on Instagram, which boasts at this point more than 730,000 followers and increasing by the minute. Joining us live right now from Haryana, India is Komal Dixit. Komal, thank you so much for being on That Expert Show.
Hello. Thank you so much for inviting me here.
I am so honored to have you as my guest because I have been absolutely inspired by how you have grown this Instagram account from 0 to more than 730,000 followers in a span of just 3 years and at 22 years old. I have to ask, what inspired you to begin this account in the first place?
Well, starting Classy Women was never a well-planned thing. I just, started this as as a motivational account because when I was a student, like I started this in 2017 when I was a student of graduation. So that time, being a student, everyone needs motivation because somehow we get depressed because of exams and everything. So yeah, that's why I was following many motivational pages over Facebook. That time I was not on Instagram, I was just using Facebook. So I just thought, why not to create a page so I can share some quotes over there, maybe my own thoughts also, just to motivate myself. It just started with motivating myself only, but then a friend of mine suggested that Komal, don't make a page over Facebook because the organic reach is almost dead over Facebook. You won't be able to grow it in case you are giving your time and energy, in creating content and posting it. So build a page over, Instagram. So that's how I started Classy Women in 2017, and here we are now.
I love that. And first of all, I appreciate everyone who's joining us live online right now. Folks are actually joining us from India, which is super exciting. I know it's early in the morning for you there. And we do have questions coming in. So I love that. If you are watching and you have questions about Instagram strategies or specific questions for Komal, feel free to post them right now. We're monitoring your comments live, and we would love to give you a chance to have Komal answer your questions. Here's a question from Davinder, who says that they're a student pursuing a master's degree in food and nutrition. I want to work as an online fitness coach providing diet plans and fitness counseling. So please help me grow on Instagram. What do I need to do to get more customers?
Okay. So, a fitness niche is really amazing. You can get lots of customers over Instagram. All you need is to be stay consistent of your Instagram. By staying consistent, I mean you should post content daily over your Instagram feed, and even you should use stories also to connect with your audience. In case you want customers on your Instagram page, make sure you are giving free tips to your audience. Make sure you are giving them tips over daily basis that can help them. Only then they will trust you, only then they will become your customer. And obviously, in case you are facing some problem, in growing over Instagram, make sure you invest some money, like whatever is your budget. Make sure you invest some money over shout outs as well. There are so many other pages on fitness also, and other than that, you can try some other niches as well. For example, motivational pages, and you can go to fact pages over Instagram, and you can buy shout outs there. And in fact, you can try, don't go for meme pages. I don't recommend them to buy shout outs, but yeah, you can invest the money over shout outs. But the main thing is, like, in case you are looking for organic growth only, make sure you are posting daily. Make sure at least one piece of content you are providing to your audience and that is valuable. That's most important. Hope it
Interesting.
helps.
Yeah, I know, in talking with you leading into the interview, shout outs were a big part of your growth. Can you explain that a little bit
Yes.
better? How it was, buying those shout outs were really a key to growing your account to 732,000 followers.
Okay. So it's not like just that buying shout outs will work. Like, if you have a page where you are not providing any value and you are not consistent there, and then you are buying shout outs, some people might follow you, because at the first place they will not follow you. First, they will check out your page and they will see you are not consistent, you are not posting really, amazing content there. Then why they will follow you? So the first key to grow Instagram is make sure you have a great initiative. For example, in my case, I have Classy Women where I am motivating women. So I am helping them in various ways. That's why they follow me. And that's why if I buy shout outs for my page, that work, because when I buy shout out, it's just like shout outs means giving exposure to your profile. So if your profile is good, if your initiative is good, people will follow you.
Interesting. And I appreciate, again, people who are tuning in with very specific questions. For example, Gina, who wants to know, how do you overcome Instagram shadow banning and algorithm suppression? I have no idea what shadow banning is. So maybe if
Yes,
you
yes,
know, you can explain that.
yes,
And then,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Well, shadow ban is, a condition where your reach really goes down. Some people, over Instagram, some expert says that shadow ban is not a real thing. It just like, but it just happen when, due to some of your mistakes, maybe you are commenting so much, and maybe you are just, DMing so many people. So it might happen. Like, it's just about, just like a human being. In fact, uh, Instagram accounts also have a health. So we have to make it very healthy. Make sure we are not doing any spam. We are just doing everything right. So yeah, make sure, so these things will not happen if you are just consistent, and if you are just giving reply to your audience in a limited way. Because even if it's your page, there is a limit to reply to your followers. In case there are so many comments, don't just reply all of them at one time or in a single day. So that will also Instagram will think that you are doing spam thing. But shadow ban, because I haven't faced this problem, but some of them say that it's not real thing. So make sure you are just doing healthy thing for your account, so these things will not happen with you.
And one of the things that was mentioned there in that question also had to do with algorithm suppression. Is that just another way to say shadow banning, or is there information about Instagram's algorithms that you can talk to us about? Because there have been some changes to that recently as well.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So yeah, let's start with from very start, because I will share my all the experiences from 2017 to 2020. Because when I started in 2017, there was like 50% chances, like 50% you can grow organically, and 50% you have to use your mind, and you have to buy shout outs, and you have to grow like that way. So yeah, at that time it was a chance of organic growth. But when in 2018 and 2009, because 2019 was worst regarding organic growth, everyone was crying like how to grow on Instagram, because we are consistent and we are providing value, and we are still not growing. But then in the end of 2020, things changed. And now, if you are someone who is providing value and who is using relatable hashtags, we can say that don't spam regarding hashtags. Also make sure you are using just relatable hashtags, and if your initiative is good and if you are providing value, then 2020 Instagram algorithm is with you. You will definitely grow, because from 635K to 732K, classy women has organic growth. So it's not just like I'm just buying shout outs, and shout outs is the only key. I am just experimenting a lot of content over there. Like I am experimenting a lot of piece of content and type of content over classy women, and then I see what my audience wants. Then I create content of that type only, and that helped me to give lots of followers. In fact, my one post can give up to 5,000 followers. Like
Wow.
it go to explore, it go hashtags work on that post, so I can get around 5,000 also, because the ratio will vary with your profile, because my profile is 732K now. So it has more followers, more reach. So that's why it go to explore and get, and using hashtags will help you. So
Okay.
yeah, 2020 algorithm is with you. Yeah.
So to review, to help me understand, you started this account, 3 years ago. You wanted to inspire yourself and other women
Yeah.
toward being positive and sort of motivational growth and that sort of thing. You were originally a content creator for other people's Instagram accounts, and essentially you were kind of bartering out your work in part for them to give you shout outs on their Instagram accounts. And
Yeah.
eventually, you took money that you were earning also in this process and began to buy shout outs from other people. Is that right?
Definitely, definitely. It's the, if I didn't do this, I won't be able to create it, because as I mentioned, I started this in 2017, and that time Instagram algorithm was like 50-50%. 50% you can grow organically, and 50% if you are investing over shout outs, then you were able to create a strong community. And if I will totally dependent on organic growth, I won't be able to create such a big community that time. So definitely I started freelancing that time. Currently also I am doing this, but that time I started freelancing in content creation. I used to create content for meme pages. Currently I don't have any meme page, but yeah, I started with that only. I started content there, and even in return I didn't get any money. I just got some shout outs from those pages. And
Okay.
but yeah, that helped me to grow. Like up to 20K I just grew like this only. But
Okay.
then after 20K I started getting money also from creating content, and then I invested that on my shout outs.
Interesting. Okay. And forgive me, I feel like a digital dinosaur here, but what is a shout out? It's just literally somebody who has a lot of followers saying, hey, go follow Classy Women because it's an awesome account.
Okay, yeah, definitely, because uh, you have money, but if you don't know how to use this strategy. So obviously shout outs is just advertisement of your account. So that is what shout outs. But how you do this, make sure first, when you are looking to buy shout outs, you have a money with you and you are thinking that you can buy shout out. Make sure very first you are buying shout outs from the pages of your niches only.
Hmm.
So with niches I mean the category. For example, I have women category. My page is classy women, I have women category. So make sure you are buying shout outs from that only. And if I talk about classy women, what shout out content I used, I just used, if you are a classy woman, follow at classy women. Just this line that helped me to grow 500K followers. Yeah, I invested a lot, I can say that, but it was just that. Maybe it won't work for you, because I that time I just need the exposure. My account was good, my initiative was good. I just need an exposure where people just reach to my account, they watch my account, and obviously I got lots of results. People follow me, and I was able to create 500K with that content only. If you are a classy woman, follow classy women. And there was a picture of a lady standing like in a professional way. So yeah, this is what I did. But obviously you should try the shout out content as well, just like try daily basis content. Make sure you just give it a try of your shout out content as well. In the starting, just buy from one page and try it. If you are getting result from that, you can buy from other pages as well.
Okay. And forgive me again because I know nothing about how that works. How much does a shout out actually cost you if you're trying to buy it? What is the range from the cheapest one to the most expensive?
Okay, yeah, definitely. It just depend on every page, like every page on Instagram. Yeah, we can talk about like influencers who give shout outs, who sell shout outs. So it just depend on the engagement of your account, and how many followers you have. So obviously it can start from 100, $10 to $200 as well, $300 as well. So the range is like this. uh,
Okay.
but when you are just starting it, make sure you are not investing on a very big page. Make sure you try your shout out content over a small page with a small budget, and just observe the results. If you are getting followers from that, you can go to bigger pages.
Interesting. And I know you mentioned this, shout outs were a big deal for you when you were first starting out. But from a certain point on, and I can't remember the exact number that you said, but from a certain point on, it's been organic growth for you. Deepanshu wants to know how to grow organically on Instagram. You've already said post daily, post good content.
Definitely.
What other strategies would you
Mm.
suggest?
Okay, so obviously everything just start with a good initiative. Make sure your motive with your page is really great, and obviously growing organically is all about doing collaborations as well. Because I have already mentioned, make sure you are posting daily. Make sure you are giving free tips to your audience, because people will read your content, they will share your content if it's helpful. So yeah, this is what. But you can do, add one thing also, you can do collaborations. For example, live sessions you can do with other creators of your niche again. So yeah, that will also help you to grow organically and give you more social exposure.
And as you grow organically, then um, talk to me a little bit, if you can, about the importance of stories versus photos that you post on your feed. Would you say that it's actually more important to be posting an Instagram story daily, if possible, rather than
Mhm.
posting something on your actual feed?
What if I say that Instagram story is the secret of my success of classy women? How? I'm gonna explain it. Because the feed post explain your brand. How your brand, how you are doing. Like on classy women, people see my post over Instagram. They see that I'm posting motivational content. But how I get the ideas of posting that content? Because I talk to my audience over Instagram stories. I ask them questions, and then they, suggest me, and they tell me about their problems, and that's how I get the content ideas. You don't need to, always go for Google for content ideas, because you are creating content for your audience. So that audience will give you ideas. So, connecting with your audience through stories is really definitely a great idea. So obviously it's just up to you. If you wanna know your audience, then you should definitely try Instagram stories.
Interesting. One of the strategies I've also heard, and tell me if this is a mistake, is that you can
Okay.
go onto the accounts of complementary people, complementary brands. So for me, for example, I'm in media, so it's been suggested to me that I would go onto the accounts of other media folks and like and comment on their posts. That just creating
Yeah,
that interaction is a big part of increasing my profile and eventually building a following.
I believe commenting on the other profiles like in your niches is also good, but it's almost similar. Yeah, actually, I just started speaking in Hindi. I'm sorry for that. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, commenting is also good. Just like hashtags played a role to increase your engagement, you will definitely get an exposure. But obviously, it takes time. To go to pages to read their post and then leave a genuine comments, because if you are just doing okay, nice, it's good, that won't help you. If you are really giving your time and energy to comment on other pages, so make sure it's something genuine. So yeah, that will also help a little bit, not that much, but yeah, it's good for your social exposure, because there is not just one thing in order to grow over Instagram. So yeah, this will also help. I'm not saying that it will won't help you at all. It will give you exposure, but make sure it's genuine. It's not like you are just copying and pasting the comments. Yeah.
That's interesting. Uh, what are, I mean, you've been at this for 3 years now, and you're so fast, by the way. I mean, like right before our show started, you were like, oh, I'm going to go and post a couple stories about this. So, like, that would take me half
Yeah.
an hour to figure that out. Um, having done this for 3 years, having built such a following, what mistakes have you made or have you seen people make that really we should all try to avoid when it comes to Instagram?
Okay, so first thing, I see that people are not consistent, and that bothers me a lot, because from 3 years there is not a single day when we haven't posted, over our page. We have posted every day. In fact, during my exams days, I I was able to at least post, upload one piece of content on my page. So make sure you are consistent, because people follow you for your content, and if you are not consistent, they will unfollow you, because unfollow is also a biggest, problem among Instagram creators. I hope many of people watching this right now must have faced this. And if they go to their insights, they will definitely see how many unfollows they got. Everyone got unfollows, but make sure your follows, like people who follow you, should be higher than the people who unfollow you, because people are now very selective these days. There is so much competition. So yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Um, there's another question here, and I'm curious about this too, and it's about hashtags. You mentioned hashtags. I think most of us have no idea what we're doing when it comes to hashtags. I just
Definitely.
throw them on a post. Sometimes I don't put them in the post itself, but I might comment with hashtags because for some reason I think it looks better and less desperate. Can you educate us about hashtags and how to be smart with them?
Okay, I will tell you how I use my hashtags, because as I said, it also plays a role in order to go your post in explore section. So yeah, you can use hashtags. Don't use so many hashtags that you need to put them in the comments. Make sure you are using your hashtag in your caption only. And just I recommend you to use only 10 to 15 maximum hashtags, because if you are using so many hashtags, it will be just like you are just spamming it. Make sure you are just using relatable hashtags. Make sure you just note it down, relatable hashtags. That is really important. For example, on my page, I use two hashtags, that is women empowerment, hashtag women empowerment, and hashtag classy women. So hashtag women empowerment is a very relatable hashtag for my page, for my audience, because in case anyone search for hashtag women empowerment, so there are chances that my post will appear there. And other than hashtag classy women is my brand hashtag, so I use that. So everyone must use some relatable hashtags to their page, like to their niche. For example, if you are in digital marketing, you are providing some services related to digital marketing, make sure you are using hashtags digital marketing. And don't use so many to spam it, just use relatable, because I believe a person can think of 10 to 15 maximum hashtags when it come to relatable hashtags. So yeah, if I'm posting about self love, then I will only use hashtag self love, hashtag love yourself, uh, be yourself, and something like that. I will be able to think like 10 to 15 maximum, usually 10 I can say. And if you are using 10 relatable hashtag, that will help.
You're saying that if you use more than that, it looks like spam. Does Instagram actually punish you for using more than
No,
10 to 15?
no. It has already a limit set. I guess it's 25. I guess you can use, because I just use 10 only, so I know about that only. But yeah, Instagram already has a limit to use hashtags. But many of them use in the caption as well. Then again, they use in the comment section as well. There is also a limit in case anyone has tried. So also there is a limit, but I believe a person can think of 10 to 15 relatable hashtags. Why to use the hashtags which are not related to your post? That will not help you. You are just wasting your time if you are just using unrelatable hashtags. Yeah.
Um, Again, this is an area that I know nothing about, but you hear about people buying followers, buying likes, so to speak. And a lot of those followers or likes are probably bots and not very quality
Yeah.
followers. What is your take on that process?
They are of no use in case you just love the numbers. They are okay. But obviously, there is no use because they won't engage with your audience. They will not become your customers as well. If you are growing your audience, to run your business, to make customers. So, what's the benefit of having bots followers? That's of no use. Don't waste your time on that. Focus on building a strong community that will really help you a lot. You will get money, you will get fame, you will get everything by loyal. And if you are just buying that, that is of no use. Yeah. And in
That's
fact, Instagram can ban your account as well. If you are just buying lots of bots followers, Instagram will again think that if someone is doing, spam. So Instagram will, delete your account as well.
Oh,
Can delete your
wow.
account as well.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, because you've heard of the cases, where there will be like an influencer with millions of followers and then she'll try to go sell sweatshirts and she'll only sell like 20 sweatshirts because all of her followers were not real people. They were just purchased and they were
Definitely.
bots.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have heard about that. That celebrity has that much of bots followers. That celebrity has that much of followers. Like every celebrity has fake followers. Yeah, I have heard about it. But personally, I believe in building a strong community that will give you so much peace. Yeah.
And really, in terms of numbers, then you're better off with a smaller number of really engaged and active followers who comment on your posts and like them rather than thousands of people who just kind of scroll by. They still follow you, but they're not engaging with you.
Huh. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, for that, make sure you are asking questions in the caption. Just give your audience a chance to comment on your post. If you are just not just posting and not writing your caption well, they won't engage with you. They just need a reason to comment on your post. So, hope you are giving a reason to your audience. You are asking them some questions. You are asking them about themselves also, what they like and their thoughts on that post, so that will increase your engagement.
I
Yeah.
love that. That's great advice. Any last thoughts that you wanted to leave with the audience of That Expert Show?
Yeah, so I always say that whenever you are thinking to start a Instagram page, yeah, it's possible in 2020 that you can start and build your own community, but make sure in the very first your initiative should be to help people only. Only then you will get successful in this So make sure your initiative is good, make sure you are consistent, and make sure you are learning every day, because Instagram algorithms change so fast. So make sure you are updated with that. That's how you can grow.
I think
Yeah,
that makes a
thank
lot of
you.
sense because I think people can sniff out people who are not authentic these days. I think people just recognize when somebody is not real, and it's really trending toward people with a real passion for what they do, and in your case, helping people. Kamal, thank you so much for
Yeah.
joining That Expert Show. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me here. Thank you.
She is a powerhouse. She's 22 and she's going to take over the world. Mark my words. Thank you so much for being here with this episode. We will create a tip sheet based on the advice that she shared, and we'll post that later on our website, thatexpertshow.com. You can also catch us as a podcast wherever it is that you listen to your podcasts, whether that's Apple iTunes or Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, TuneIn. You can see our previous episodes as well on YouTube. And I love connecting with you. I want to hear your ideas, your thoughts on who I should interview, the kinds of questions that I should ask, the topics that I should try to cover. Just look for me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Look for Anna Canzano. It is a two-way conversation. That's the best part about this show. We're at a relatively new time now, Monday evenings at 7 o'clock Pacific time. So I hope you can share it. Give us a subscription or a like if you can. Share this episode with someone that you know who you think can benefit from it. And thanks for being part of That Expert Show, where you help run the show.